scoring record. And he said, are you kidding? He said, no, I'm serious. And so the guy came over to me and said, hey, congratulations, Conrad. And I said, for what? And they told me, and I said, wow, how exciting. Yeah, I was running back, and I excelled at running, which really surprised me. But also, I was a middle linebacker. I love hitting guys. I don't know why, but I loved it. Why did I love it? I don't know, but I did. Okay, what else, kid?
Did you excel at any other sports besides football?
Football was primary, and then my other was boxing. I really excelled at it. I liked it a lot, and I started it when I was very young. My mother put me into the ring when I was too young to really be there. Okay?
Well, back to Coach of the Year, you had worked with kids because you were coaching them at a juvenile detention center.
Yeah.
And in Hard Knocks, you were working with even younger children. How different was it for you to work on a film set with children versus working with adults?
I liked the children. I related to them, and they were disciplined, and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
So did you have to use more patience on film sets or on television?
No, you didn't.
Children or adults?
You had to use more patience with adults. Kids were there. They came to work. They wanted to be there, and they did what you told them to do. So I enjoyed kids more than adults.
Was your son excited to be working with you on Hard Knocks?
No.
No?
No. That question's answered. Anything else?
Yeah. In the film Coach of the Year, back to that, you had virtually acted in that film from a wheelchair. And I remember a scene where you're driving up in a parking lot, and you're pulling out, and you have to take the wheelchair out. You got to scooch over, and you had to use your arm strength to actually lift yourself from the car onto the wheelchair. It looked kind of hard. I was wondering how difficult it was for you to get that maneuver down pat.
It was very difficult. I got a story to tell you about that wheelchair. Where were we before? Give me the chronological order of what we did in Americans in the wars we had.
Well, we had of course, the Civil War.
Go on. Get to the current ones.
World War I, World War II.
Yeah.
And then we had the Korean War.
Yeah.
And then we had World War II. Oh, I'm sorry, Korean War, and then we had Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam. No, just before Vietnam.
I would say the Korean War, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it
was it? Was it?
I want to say the Korean War. Yeah.
All right, I can't remember the war that it was, and when I can, I'll come back and tell you about the story. Okay? Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else I caught on YouTube. It was about a couple years before Coach of the Year came out. It was just a clip. You were working at this school with these boys, coaching them in football. Was that some kind of volunteer thing that you did?
No, it was if I was coaching them in football, we were making a movie. That's how I was coaching them.
No, it wasn't a movie. It was something. Live that you were doing.
Oh, okay. No, I coached high school football. As a matter of fact, I coached my son's high school football team to an undefeated season.
Okay, and I guess that was back in the late 70s.
Yeah, late 70s, right.
Did you ever get into disco, Bob? Was that ever kind of your thing? I couldn't imagine you being into disco, but I just...
what?
Like disco music, pew! That whole thing, like the disco.
Excuse me. Let me apologize for the interruption. Okay, and what else would you like to know?
Okay, well, since you brought up earlier about your mom starting you in boxing at a young age, I do remember hearing about you actually working. You started working from a young age. Was it 12?
It was 12, yes. It was 12 years old. Mm-hmm.
May I ask what kind of jobs that you held?
Yeah, I drove a bicycle delivering records to disc jockeys at radio stations. My mother worked for Mercury Records, and records would come in, new records, and the record company would like to have them distributed as soon as they came in, and Mom would say, take this to, take this to, take this to, and I'd hop on the bike and I'd take where I was told to take them.
So how old were you exactly when you got into the boxing?
8.
8?
8.
Wow.
EIGHT, 8.
That's young.
Yeah, I was young. Right. Okay.
Were you driving also from 8?
No. Thank you. All right, come on, Gabby. We got to go. You're getting my whole life story here.
Come on, Gabby. You want a job in
Come on,
radio?
Gabby.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess if my time's up, then until next
But it was
time.
it was wonderful talking to you, Gabby. Thank you for bringing me back to my childhood.
Bye, Bobby.
Bye, baby. All right, so that was
was
interesting.
great.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot. Hey, I heard Sioux Falls mentioned in the early part of the episode as one of the places the money was taken from. Okay, thanks, Uncle Bob, for mentioning Sioux Falls on this episode. John from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Huh, the night of the circus death. I don't know what that was. I can't remember. You know, we have to file this and find out. Hey, John, give us another email and let me and let me kind of research that. I don't know what that was. All right, now I'm going to turn this over to my partner for a little while. But
Yeah.
before, I want to thank this woman. As she said, please don't mention my name. And because she said don't mention her name, I will not mention your name, sweetheart. I love you, I love you, I love you, and your name has not been mentioned. All right, so there you go. And now you go, boss. Just one left from Perry, P-E-R-I, and there's a little religious note to me, and it says in the bottom, it says, in the love of Christ, by grace alone, in the love of Christ, by grace alone. And she gives me her name, and her name is Perry, P-E-R-I. Okay, Perry, I mentioned your first name and nothing
That's
else.
it. Yeah. Anonymity
Okay.
was kept.
Yes, and
Yeah.
there you go, boss. It's
Yeah,
your
thank
turn
you.
to now. You are up there.
Holding the rein. Oh, we up there? Okay, thank you, sir. Becky from Mississippi. Hey, Becky, how's it going?
No, she didn't want to be mentioned. Oh my God! Why didn't you take that off of there? Oh my gosh!
here.
I'm sorry.
Well, how am I
dear.
supposed to identify her?
Get off for a minute. Here, do me a favor. Take that off the board, please. Are you back? Take that off.
We're
the
gonna
board.
we're gonna put that one on hold there, Art, for just a
no,
minute.
we're gonna take it off.
We're gonna make her a mystery caller here in a few
All right,
rounds.
mystery caller. I love you. I love you. I love
We'll
you.
talk to you in a second, mystery
No,
caller.
we won't. I'm sorry that you were brought up to.
Oh, no.
Yes. Okay. Goodbye, dear.
If you don't want to use your name, guys, use an alias. It's as easy as
No. It was our fault.
my name is Enrique.
Yes, you are Enrique. All right. Now let's go to some of those emails.
There we go.
have.
Thank you, sir. Yes, one here from Laura Thornhill, The Look of Death from Mr. Conrad. I just have a short question for you. Do you ever allow fans to come and visit you during the show, Mr. Conrad? And I think the answer to that would be yeah.
Well, you know the answer. Come
Yeah.
on, let's go on. You're on.
Yeah, she's been working overtime and missing your show. She's embarrassed. She would have sent an email sooner, but it took a while to work up the nerve. Well, I'll tell you, Laura, fear not. All you have to do is get in touch with our lovely producer, Courtney Cadera. Just send an email to rconrad@crni.net. Just let her know when you're coming into town, and we'll see if we can accommodate you. How's that sound?
You're talking to me or her?
Yeah, well, both of us.
That's fine. All
Yeah.
right, let's keep moving, okay?
Cynthia Love, Mr. Conrad, or should I call you Uncle Bob? I must admit, I've never.
Don't you? You read that, and then you go up there.
I'm going to do 2 and then 1.
No.
I have a stack of like
One,
5,000
no, you do
emails.
1 and 1. Come on.
Let me finish this email and then we'll do the phone call.
Gosh. Yeah.
You're doing my show now, buddy.
No,
You're
all
putting me
right,
in
yes,
charge. You're doing my
thank you,
show.
thank you.
Mr. Conrad, or should I call you Uncle Bob? I must admit, I never, and I do mean never, write emails to anybody with a quote celebrity status. So she's going out on a limb here, and wanting to let you know that she has a collection of I guess episodes of the Wild Wild West on DVR that her husband refuses to delete, and we definitely encourage that. And unfortunately, Cynthia, he's going to keep those on the DVR forever, as far as we're
What
concerned.
I like, your husband has great taste. He loves you and he likes us. God bless your husband.
Absolutely. To the board, we have, I believe we have Laura on the line. Laura, are you on the phone with us?
Yes,
Is this
Yes, I am.
Is this the same Laura that I just read your email?
yes, it is.
Ah,
and
very
that
good.
just blew me away.
Good timing.
Yeah, my overtime ended, and what a heck of a night to call.
Absolutely. Now, Senator Laura, do you have a question for Bob?
Well, actually, I wasn't sure if the email was going to be read, and that's exactly what the question was.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, Laura, you're definitely invited to come out. We do have fans and friends come out to the show and sit through both hours and have a great time, chat it up with Bob and the staff here. So, yeah, definitely invited.
Okay, and I've got to say that last week I had just reached the tail end of the show and wasn't able to call in, and I was going to sing to Uncle Bob for his birthday, and I would have tried to do it this week, except I'm a nervous wreck, so maybe I'll try for next week.
And guess what? There's only 11 months ahead of you. We're a little behind. Well. We're a little behind schedule, but happy birthday! It works now. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear somebody. Happy birthday to you.
Well, now my birthday's in August, so I'm just going to have to call back.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday in August. Happy birthday to you.
I like that. That was really good. Well, thank you so much,
that doesn't mean that I've turned 43 already, though. So.
No, of course not. Absolutely. You, 33, was it? 23, you said? Oh, 33. Okay, great, Laura. Thank you.
43.
Now, Laura, my sister's name is Laura, as you know, and I spoke to my sister a couple days ago, and I named her Laura after the movie. I want you to go out and get that movie with Dana Andrews. It's called Laura, and my sister was named Laura because of that movie, okay?
All right, will do.
And nice talking to you, baby. I'm glad you got off work.
Love you, Uncle Bob.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Thanks, Laura.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Guys, stick around. We're coming back. 800-336-2225. 800-336-2225. It is the PM Show with Mr. Robert Conrad. We'll be back right after this.